We're taking a look at everyone that could kill Alan the Alien. Conquest. A legend among Viltrumites, we're starting with none other than everyone's favorite loner grandpa. Conquest is so uncontrollable that every Viltrumite is scared of him.
Sire, if you will allow me to explain. On your knees! On your knees, animal. I have failed you.
Everyone that could kill Alan the Alien by Mr. Viltrumite.
After his Zenkai boosts, Alan the Alien didn't just level up, he became a Unipan Apex Predator. But even with his newfound strength, Alan isn't untouchable. We're taking a look at everyone that could kill Alan the Alien.
Bro. Oh my god, the stupid ad. Anyways, bro, I remember when Alan got jumped by the Viltrumites in outer space before they fought Mark. Yo, I thought Alan died. And then when Thetis, like, he turned off Alan life support, yo, I thought he betrayed Alan. I was about to say, no way, he just killed Alan. And then he just got a Zenkai boost and became stronger. Wait, I think I could spoil the list. Hold up, I could spoil the list. Wait, hold up.
Untouchable. We're taking a look at everyone.
Okay, so this... Okay, I know exactly who these people are. The first one is Conquest. Then the next one after that is Battle Beast. The third one, yo, is Space Racer. And then after that is, I don't know, Emperor Mark, Omni-Man, Thrag, Eve, and the one with the green, I don't know.
Could kill Alan the Alien. Starting from the brutal stalemates to the characters that...
Yo, this is the scene that I was talking about. Bro got jumped in the most craziest way possible. Like, bro, especially Thula. Like, bro, she was extra disrespectful with him. And Lucan.
Could obliterate him without burning a single calorie. Conquest. A legend among Viltrumites, we're starting with none other than everyone's favorite loner grandpa. Conquest is so uncontrollable that every Viltrumite is scared of him. Still, Conquest is easily top 5 most powerful in Invincible.
Bro, they're talking about every Viltrumite is scared of him. But bro, Thrag, no, not Thrag. That one guy with the robot eye, General Krieg or whoever his name is. Yeah, his name is Krieg. Bro, he literally slapped Conquest when Conquest got back to the ship so he can go in front of Thrag. Like, he was like, bro, I'll just show you the scene.
Sire, if you will allow me to explain. On your knees! On your knees, animal. I have failed you.
Bro, Conquest was talking all that about being the most feared Viltrumite. He was doing all that, talking to Mark and whispering and everything in his ear. All of that, just so he can get bitched by a guy with no hairline and a robot eye. But we all know if Thrag wasn't there, bro, Conquest would have killed Krieg for that. We all know, but yo, that's actually crazy though. And he got on the ground too at his big age. Yo, that's actually crazy. Could never be me though, but that's crazy.
My arrogance led me to be defeated by the boy and his witch.
No shit.
Make my death painful so others may learn and grow stronger from it.
That's the scene I was talking about. Bro literally got cooked. That's actually crazy. Like I said, if I was a Viltrumite, could never be me. But anyways, yo, we slapped the shit out of him. I was like, yo, bro, what do you mean all the Viltrumites are scared of me? The Viltrum, bro, he was literally, yo, he was like, POV, the Viltrumites are scared of me. And then the Viltrumites in question. And it was like nobody that was scared of him.
And his strength comes with age. Viltrumites grow more powerful with time, and Conquest has had centuries to perfect his abilities. But what makes Conquest truly terrifying is his psychological edge. Pain doesn't deter him, it excites him. During his brutal fight with Invincible, Conquest smiled wider with each devastating blow he received. This psychotic tendency makes him nearly impossible to intimidate or break mentally.
What is bro talking about? The same quote-unquote strength is literally the only reason why Mark won. If Conquest just showed up and just killed Mark and then just he could have just leveled the planet, took it over for the Viltrum Empire, and just left, and then he wouldn't have lost. But it said nah, he wants to like keep bullying Mark and just kill random people until Eve basically launched a pink Kamehameha wave or like a Galagun or whatever, and then she made Conquest lose.
Feats include decimating entire civilizations single-handedly and surviving injuries that would obliterate other Viltrumites, with Conquest going as far as having his skin completely peeled by Adam Eve and continued fighting.
Bro, all that, he could have avoided all that by just killing Mark and like just throwing Eve into outer space because she's a human, so she would die.
His regenerative abilities are remarkable even by Viltrumite standards. Against early season Alan, Conquest would 100% dog walk him, but after his many buffs, it would be anyone's game. Battle Beast.
You see, I told you, Battle Beast was next. Yo, I know Battle Beast would actually win against Alan the Alien, but Conquest he'd lose. I mean, Conquest was taking damage from Invincible. And then Alan easily beat Anissa. Like he punched her out of space, he was literally just moving around her and everything. And then he pretended to be knocked out so he could save Nolan.
Alan might have gone Super Saiyan, but Battle Beast is in a league of his own, one built on an addiction to pain and torture. Battle Beast doesn't save people. He doesn't conquer planets.
Yo, how did Machine Head even get Battle Beast? Like, bro, it's like imagine you're playing a video game. And then you're playing the tutorial. And then for the tutorial, you get the final boss. That's supposed to be stronger than the end villain. I mean, you get like a mini boss that's supposed to be stronger than the final villain, Thrag. Like, bro, he's an alien. How do you even actually get him? Like, at this point, like, he's just there just for the sake of being there. And then Omni-Man was literally just floating, just above him, just watching everything. Like, bro, your son is dying to a walking lion with braids. Go save him. All you got to do is just do a surprise punch. Take Invincible, and then just fly away. And then Battle Beast won't be able to, like, take you away or something. I mean, he won't be able to kill Omni-Man.
His entire existence revolves around one thing: glorious, blood-soaked combat. And if you're not strong enough to kill him, you're not worth his time. Unfortunately for Alan, he is. In Season 3, when Alan and Battle Beast teamed up, they almost actually had a fight, after Alan promised Battle Beast Viltrumites, only to become his new worthy opponent. Can you imagine if that fight happened? The first time we saw Battle Beast, he plowed through the new Guardians of the Globe in less than a minute. And in the comics, he hunts the most powerful Viltrumite in the world, Thrag, in an insane battle to the death. Could he kill Alan? Easily, especially before Alan's boosts. But even post-Zenkai, if Alan miscalculates just a single time, Battle Beast will tear him apart. Blow for blow, Battle Beast thrives on brutality. His only weakness? He can't fly in space. But lock them in a dome, strip the sky from the fight, and Alan's guts are getting fed to the floor. Space Racer. This underrated alien's gun is perhaps the most feared.
Yo, I literally just revealed 9 out of 10 of the list. Or whatever, 90% of the list basically. All of them except for one random character.
Some weapon in the Invincible universe. It fires projectiles capable of penetrating absolutely everything, and only he can fire it. The gun's rounds can pass through multiple Viltrumites in a single shot and continue indefinitely through any material. And to make it more OP, if he and his gun separated, it would simply fly back to him. Against Space Racer, Alan's enhanced durability from his strength boosts would provide close to no protection against the projectiles. While Alan possesses superior speed and strength, all Space Racer needs is a single well-aimed shot to absolutely smoke Alan. Alan's only viable strategy would be to prevent Space Racer from using his weapon altogether. In a 1 versus 1 scenario, it's pretty hard for Space Racer to lose the fight unless he somehow manages to choke. Grand Regent Thrag. Thrag isn't just any Viltrumite. He was engineered to perfection, the living embodiment of their ideal warrior, and is basically Invincible's final boss. When Battle Beast challenged Thrag, it wasn't just a fight, it was a 3-day bloodbath. Thrag was disemboweled at their meeting, but he just kept fighting. And by day 3, Battle Beast was dead. It didn't stop there, however, as
Bro, all Battle Beast had to do was just wait for Thrag to get full strength, and then Battle Beast could have won because he didn't stab himself in the stomach or whatever. Yo, sometimes, bro, I just think he just wanted to die at this point. He ain't want to live no more.
Thrag went on to defeat both Omni-Man and Invincible at the same time, and going as far as obliterating millions with his army of Viltrumite half-breeds. However, what makes Thrag truly terrifying isn't just his body count. It's his mind. His every move is calculated and efficient. Post-strength boost Alan is strong, but Thrag would absolutely dismantle him. That's not to say that their battle wouldn't still be legendary though, with it most likely spanning across days or even weeks and potentially exterminating countless planets in the process. But in the end, it's obvious that Thrag will still be the one to come out victorious. Adam Eve. Adam Eve stands apart from other entries on this.
Yo, imagine if Adam Eve actually imagine if she just unlocks like her mental thing or whatever, and then the next time a Viltrumite shows up, she just turns them into a statue of gold and just sells them on eBay for a couple $1,000s. And then they just get free money. Yo, straight up, man, she could have probably did that. If she could have did that to Conquest, if she didn't have any mental block.
List. Not naturally stronger than Alan, but her powers make her potentially more dangerous than any physical combatant.
Yo, her powers are only strong because of the budget. If the animation team didn't have a high budget, or if it isn't at the last episode of the season, then she would lose. Because all she's gonna do is just make stupid pink walls. It's just pink wall, pink wall, pink wall. A fire, just shooting a thing, shooting like two things, and then useless pink wall, useless pink wall, useless pink wall. And then after that, fly around, shoot two more things, and then useless pink wall, useless pink wall, useless pink wall. Like, that's just it. That's her powers. Okay, anyways, like I said. But if she has a good budget, then she can actually use her powers, like when she fought Conquest.
With powers of matter manipulation, Adam Eve possesses the ability to rearrange atoms at will, limited only by a mental block that can be broken in life or death situations. Eve's powers were created as a result from her being experimented on, and the scope of her abilities remained largely unknown to her until situations of extreme danger caused her to automatically break her mental barriers, allowing her to revive and restore herself. At her peak potential, Eve can create matter from nothing, transmute any substance into another, and even manipulate anyone else's atomic structure. In the show, Adam Eve already used her powers to not only skin Conquest alive during their first encounter, but also to make her completely immortal after her supposed death, making her one of, if not the most OP character in Invincible. For Alan, conventional strength simply means nothing when facing someone who can rearrange the atoms in his body. If Alan does something to piss Eve off or hurt her badly, I'm sorry, but it's an instant GG for him. Emperor Invincible. 500
Yo, generally, bro, if I leave the screen for like less than 5 seconds, bro, it turns off and it messes up the recording. But anyways, like I said, a black hole though, like the black hole could just trap her and then she'll be dead inside of the black hole.
500 years after the series' main events, Mark has become the most powerful Viltrumite ever, surpassing even Thrag at his peak. By the time he's Emperor, Mark can casually perform tasks that would have been impossible for any other Viltrumites. And he's still only 22 in his timeline. Mark is capable of feats such as moving entire planets from their orbits and surviving the core of the sun. His combat experience spans centuries and countless battles against the universe's greatest threats. Even before he became the Emperor, Mark has defeated some of the most powerful Viltrumites in the universe, walking away from a brutal showdown with Thrag, and managed to fix his only fatal flaw, being too scared to kill. As a result, Mark is now more ruthless than ever.
Yo, I don't think Mark was actually too scared to kill. It was just because, like, he had a no-kill code like Batman or something, where he thought, like, every time he killed something, it would actually be wrong and stuff. But then eventually, like, he just stopped caring.
When necessary. Against Alan, Emperor Invincible presents an insurmountable challenge. Near the end of the comics, Invincible and Alan actually has a short fight when he disagrees with Alan's plan of using the Scourge virus to wipe out all Viltrumites. Even though this wasn't a fight to the death, the result was already clear. Mark's hybrid physiology and centuries of continuous growth put him in an entirely different league. The gap between them is simply too vast. Alan at his absolute peak might just compare to Thrag, but Emperor Invincible surpassed even that. Angstrom Levy. Now time for a
Oh, so that was the mysterious one. Angstrom. I mean, it makes sense why Angstrom could probably just kill Alan. He could just make a portal into the sun. And then could just push Alan with the floating balls or something. The same way that he did to Invincible, but to distract him. He could probably did that to Alan if he like kiss him in the eye or something, and then just is like 1,000 of them to hit Alan, right? And then push him into a portal into the sun. Or he could just rage bait Alan, and then Alan could just fly towards him. He could just open the portal to a black hole.
wild card. The multiverse's most dangerous scientist, Mr. Forehead, Angstrom Levy, presents a
Boy, that's not a forehead. That's like 100 head, bro. That shit goes all the way to the back of his head, and then some more all the way to his like actual back. It's like a 20 head. There's like he's an amalgamation of like 50 different randoms.
unique threat unlike any other on this list. While physically unimposing,
Yo, look, I just said it. All the way to his back, past his neck. Yo, he's fried, genuinely. No wonder why he was mad at Invincible.
Angstrom's true power comes from his ability to access and manipulate dimensional doorways, allowing him to instantly transport himself or others anywhere across infinite parallel dimensions. Angstrom's transformation into a villain came after an accident that merged his brain with his alternate selves from thousands of realities, granting him knowledge from countless thousands of realities, granting him knowledge from countless copies of himself, but also giving him severe brain damage and driving him completely insane. His most impressive feat was trapping every evil Invincible.
So you're telling me he does all of this because he wants to make the universe a better place, okay? But then he works with the exact same people that killed his family members, that killed his sons. Because it was like because Sinister Mark killed Angstrom's son and everything just to attack the one Invincible that's actually good. Yo, this got to be like the dumbest character of all time. Like, genuinely.
Into another dimension with the snap of his fingers, with no way to return. Against Alan, Angstrom could, believe it or not, take the upper hand. Alan's physical attributes, no matter how
Bro, Angstrom, the only reason why he would even win is because he has a bigger forehead or something. Like, that's literally it. In a contest of them being stupid, Alan would lose because he's actually, he actually has some IQ, unlike Angstrom.
now enhanced by his strength boost, still offer him no protection against being transported to a reality designed specifically to neutralize him. Angstrom could potentially strand Alan in a dimension where oxygen doesn't exist, or simply an empty void space between universes, trapping Alan in limbo forever. The wildcard nature of this matchup comes from Alan's intelligence and adaptability. If Alan could anticipate Angstrom's dimensional tactics and react with sufficient speed, he could kill Angstrom before the mad scientist could trap him. However, Angstrom doesn't fight fair. His preferred tactic is avoiding physical confrontation altogether, instantly banishing his enemies into dimensions crafted to subdue endless torture.
Okay. That kind of makes sense though. But anyways, you feel me? Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I'll put the link to the video in the description, as well as the channel. Here's the channel. You can check him out. But anyways, I'll upload Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Peace out.